What is going on, guys? And in this video, what we're going to be doing is going over my personal favorite card build for Jenos and Paladins. As you know, no more cards unbound. OB67 is, or sorry, OB64 is dead. So we're bringing back the point system, and I'm just going to go over my favorite personal build to use for Jenos. This is going to be, I call it Void Grip support, because those are my two favorite things to do with Jenos, is just Void Grip people and heal people. So this is kind of a build categorized around that. The first item you want to get is Falling Star. If a victim of Void Grip dies within 4 seconds of being hit by this ability, reduce all active cooldowns by 40%. The base one of this level is reduce the cooldowns by 15%. I like to bump it up just because 45% cooldown is amazing, but you don't really need to go up to like 60 or 75. It's overkill at that point. And because we're going to be Void Gripping a lot, this is just great. It puts all your other abilities on cooldown. The next item you want to get and you want to put to Master 5, or to level 5 I should say, is Relativity. Applying Astral Mark heals you for 200 health per second over 10 seconds. The base level of this is 40 health per second over 10 seconds. This just ensures that you don't die as Jenos. Jenos is already a hard god to kill because he can Void Grip you, he can use this 3 and just kind of get out of there. But using this just allows you to heal yourself while being a support. So every time you heal an ally, you're going to get healed. This is the Void Grip support build. So if you're not hitting someone with Void Grip or trying to lifesteal with your weapon, you should be healing. And in turn, you're going to be healing yourself as well. Go ahead and get it. After that, you want to get Heavenly Pull. Increase the range which you can use Void Grip by 20%. I think this one's self-explanatory. The base is 10 and it goes all the way up to 50. This one I would keep at 20. Honestly, you could keep it at 10, but I like to bump it up to 20 just because I like to have a little more range. But you don't need 30%, 40%, 50%. I just think that's overkill again. But being able to Void Grip, you have to kind of get close to them if you want to use it flat out. So this just allows you to stay back a little bit further and kind of play it safe. Second to last one you want to get, Inner Peace. Decrease the cooldown of Void Grip by 3 seconds. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The more you can get Void Grip out, the better. Base is 1 second, top is 5 seconds. Keep it at 3, nice and even, right in the middle. Last one is I almost said pneumonia. I literally almost said pneumonia. Nuembra, I guess that's how you say it. However you say this card, gain 16% lifesteal. The base is 8%, and it goes all the way up to 40%. The reason I like to keep it at 16 is, and you could even keep it at 8, honestly. You don't really need an extra point in any of this stuff as we went over, so you just bump it up to 16. This just allows you to ensure that you rarely die. You're already going to be healing yourself just by healing allies. You're already going to be putting enemies in an awkward position, being able to Void Grip them from far away. And while you're doing so, you already have a reduced cooldown on it. And if an enemy were to die while they're in it, you're going to go ahead and reduce your cooldowns, allowing you to kind of reset. And Jenos' cooldowns aren't that bad as is. So Jenos has a really accurate weapon as well. They kind of change a little bit, so it gets a little less accurate the more you fire, but still, lifesteal is really great, especially on someone like Jenos, where generally his accuracy is pretty much 100%. It really doesn't have any sway to it, so the whole plan with this is kind of Void Grip whenever you can, heal whenever you can, and when you're not doing either of those, just kind of blast some people with your weapon. It's not that difficult. Now, there is one I guess over here, talent that I would recommend, and that would be the Power Cosmium. I think that's how you say it. The reason is it's a Void Grip ability. Enemies affected by Void Grip are crippled and take additional 360 damage over its duration. This one is kind of key with this build, because you're going to be Void Gripping a lot in this build, and you're going to be healing pretty much all the time. You want this. This just makes it so whenever you do Void Grip, you can't fire your weapon when you have someone in Void Grip. Keep that in mind. It just makes it so they're going to die quicker. You know, at least with me, when I see someone go up in Jenos' Void Grip, the first thing I do is fire at them, because it's a free kill. It's an easy kill, essentially, if everyone goes and gangs on them, especially if it's a tank. So you pair you can get away with anything like this. Star Splitter does more damage, deal 15% more weapon damage. When you cast an Astral Mark, they're immediately healed. But we already went over, you're going to be healing a lot, so you don't really need them to get extra heals. You're not going to be firing your weapon that much. So that goes hand in hand with both of these. this one's just too good to pass up for this build. You got to go with it. This is the Void Grip support build that I like to run with Jenos. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment on if you liked it, what changes you made to it, how much fun you had playing it. And until next time, thank you for the support, and I'll see you again soon.